Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Lenny. So, first of all, welcome everyone to the Smart Money Mastery Talk on financial success by Dr. Karthi. I hope you all are excited as I am for Dr. Karthi's talk. So, before we start, let me give a small introduction for our speaker today. Okay, Dr. Karthi holds a degree in accountancy from University of Malaya, an MBA from Warwick University, UK, and a doctorate in business admin from California Metropolitan University. With a professional background as an ex-auditor of Bank Nagara, he was also a certified Law of Attraction Ho'oponopono trainer and a certified hypnotherapist. Beyond that, Dr. Karthi is a life, health, and business coach, and most importantly, has inspired, enrich, and empower more than 100,000 people, and also achieve his financial freedom and retire at the age of 40. With that, ladies and gentlemen, please join me welcome Dr. Karthi to the virtual stage.
Thank you very much, Shalini. Good evening, everybody. I am so happy that you guys can join me for today's talk. It is a real pleasure to be able to get you come on board today to listen to me. As usual, we have 99 people signed up because I could take maximum 99, but I have got about 40 of you here today. I'm blessed that you actually decided to come and listen to me, all right? And I hope this next 1 hour will be very enlightening to you. Now, I'm going to speak without any slides today because I wanted to have short videos to come out of today's talk. So I've divided my talk into different segments. I'm going to talk in 11 different segments, and I will tell you the topic as I go along. But I do know that every one of you will benefit from this talk and you will be able to enjoy it. So let's just get started because I want to make sure that you can listen, you can hear me clearly, and you can see me clearly. Can you type out 111 if you are able to see me clearly and hear me clearly? So I want to make sure that audio check is done. Brilliant. Okay, I get a lot of 111s here. Very good. And it's very important that you're participative. Yeah? Then it makes my life easier. And if also for those of you who are registered as iPhone or Galaxy Pro or whatever, if you could change your and put in your name so that when you are communicating with me, I can actually mention your name as we go along. Yeah, that'll be really useful. Now, the second question I'm going to ask you first is, why did you decide to come for the talk? Can you just tell me in the chat box? I mean, today's talk is about financial success. So when you talk about financial success, we're talking about how to make money, how to manage money, how to save money. So there are many elements of financial success. Yeah. Earlier today, I had a Zoom session with a couple of people, very prominent people, and then it was very clearly mentioned that everybody wants to make money, but a lot of people don't know how to manage money. So today's talk about making money, as well as managing money, as well as the mindset you must have to make money. Yeah. So I want to ask you, yes, why did you decide to come for this talk? So at least I have an idea. Raman says you want to make money. What about the rest of you? Why did you come for my talk? So I know how to fine tune. I know I know what I want to talk about, but I wanted to just get an idea from all of you. Come, let's participate. Yeah. Mohan says I need this knowledge, and I believe some answers will be available today. Very good. Marian says to make money. Okay. Sivit Sakti says best management for money saving and best and expenses. Beautiful. Nirmala says how to manage money. What about the rest of you? Why are you here? If you have a clear mindset, you can make money. Brilliant. And that's what you want. Okay. Dr. Mark says perception. Okay. About money, I believe, what else? What about the rest of you? What is it? Why are you here? Anybody else? No? Okay, let me go. Okay, somebody said, sorry, I just came off of it. Somebody said money and health. Yeah, actually, Sri, I'm not going to talk about health today, but let me tell you something. When you have a lot of money and you're financially free, you'll be very healthy. Let me tell you that, okay? Joyce is to multiply money, I guess, yeah? Balakrishnan says better understanding of money. Brilliant, okay? Very good, very good. Okay, so let me start off with the first segment, yeah? First segment, let me start off with the first one, yeah? I want to tell you a little bit of my background first, okay? So when I tell you my background, then you'll know where I come from, because I've read hundreds of books about managing money, making money, investing money, saving money, and all those things, right? So I wanted to tell people that, you know what, I'm here to share with you the knowledge I have and the knowledge I've used in my life to be able to become financially successful, okay? So I'm sure you're interested. I want to first of all tell you that actually there are 3 ways to make money. Let me start off with a joke and make it funny for you, but at the same time tell you a little bit of my background. I don't know how many of you know this. There are 3 ways to make money. Secret, quick secret. 3 ways. How many of you are interested to know that? Say yes, 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 if you want to know that. 3 ways to make money. 3 ways, 3 ways. Yes, 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 yes. Then I know you are very keen to know the 3 ways. Yeah? 3 ways to make money, okay? The easiest 3 ways. Okay, so let me tell you 3 ways. Huh? And you know what is the shortcut to make money? Okay, let me tell you. Number one. Number one way, first way to make money is to become rich, actually. To make money, not make money, sorry. I was about to ask you, how many of you want to be rich? So let me rephrase the question. How many of you want to be rich? I actually want to answer that question. I said make money. How many want to be rich? If you want to be rich, say yes, 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 yes. I think it's related to money, but let me ask you the rephrase the question. Okay? Yeah. So it's actually say me. A lot of people say me, yes, yes, yes. How many want to be rich? Of course, Balakrishnan say yes, of course, of course. Okay. 3 ways to become rich. Number one is to be born rich. Agreed? I mean, if you're born rich, I don't need to worry. Hey, oh, father, mother, very rich. Why you worry? Right? Born rich, number one. You must be born rich. So that is the first one. Yeah. So let me tell you a little bit of my background. Remember, I told you I want to give you the answers of 3 ways to become rich, but I want to tell you about my background. My background. So my parents are rubber tappers. I grew up in Port Dickson. I come from a family of 12 brothers and sisters. I'm the ninth in the family. So because they were rubber tappers, they were very poor. So obviously, I was not born rich. I was not born rich. In fact, right from the young age, I used to do all kind of things. I worked as a waiter. I worked in a brick company. I go and help my mother to tap rubber. I used to sell this ice cream Malaysia in the Tamil school and the Chinese school. My grandmother would make urunde and vade and everything. I used to go and sell. I did all kind of things just to make money. So I was not born rich. My house was in the estate, so we had vegetables and fruits. I used to take all these vegetables and fruits and sell to all the staff, room teachers, So all the teachers in the school know that if they want 1 kilo, at that time it's kati, not kilo, 1 kati, they call it. So if they want a kati of tomato, a kati of brinjal, or a kati of ladies' finger, they'll say, ask Karthigesu, he will give, because that's what I was. I was actually selling things to make money. So I was not born rich. 3 ways to become rich. Number one, born rich, I was not born rich. Second way to become rich, I found out, was to marry somebody rich. Marry somebody. Now, for all those of you who are married, who are listening to you, I'm so sorry, you're already married, but you cannot do anything about it, right? But I heard that if you marry somebody, you'll be rich. Well, I said, okay. So when I was 17, 18 years old, I got an offer to study in the university, and I was going to the university to do my accounting degree. And I thought, wow, okay. So I've got 2 objectives now. Get my accounting degree, and number 2, look for somebody rich. So if I marry somebody rich, because I was not born rich, right? So I thought, okay, I marry somebody rich, I'll become rich now. And what happened was I went with 2 objectives. So get my degree and look for somebody. And as I was going out there, looking out for this lady, whoever is rich, I was looking for her. And I found out that, okay, I in the process, I met this lady. And I met this lady, was very pretty. Not only that, she was driving a Honda Prelude. I don't know how many of you know. A Honda Prelude is a real amazing car those days. This is about 30 years ago, right? And this young lady, Indian lady, brought a Honda Pro to and I thought, my God, she's pretty. She's driving a Honda Pro, must be very rich. I was very impressed. So obviously, my objective was to marry somebody rich. So I started to get to know her. Amazing thing. 2 weeks later, she came in a BMW. Then she came in a Mercedes-Benz. Then subsequently, she came in a Honda. Different cars, different days, different weeks. I was very impressed. I was looking for one car. This lady was coming in different cars. I thought, my father must be really, really rich. Now, this is what I didn't know. After getting married, I found out her father was actually a car salesman. And what actually happens is he was selling Honda cars. So when people want to buy Honda cars, they bring their old cars, their second-hand cars to sell, trade-in cars, we call it trade-in cars, and then take the Honda cars, right? So my wife now, my girlfriend then, she used to bring these cars to the university until the father gets a buyer. So all those of you who are not married, if you're going to get married to a rich woman, please investigate first. Don't get married and then regret it. Okay, I have no regrets. I'm just saying that investigate first. Okay, number 3, third way to become rich is, I heard my parents told me, which I'm sure you are telling your children, and maybe you heard your parents tell you, they said, get a good degree, get a good company, work hard and become filthy stinking rich. Now, I have an accounting degree from from University of Malaya. I have an MBA from Warwick University, UK. And of course, now I've done my doctorate. And I worked in Bank Negara, Malaysia, okay, Central Bank of Malaysia. I worked very, very hard. They say when you work hard, you become filthy, stinking rich. And I worked really, really hard. And I was filthy and stinking for the longest of time. And I thought, oh my God, where did I go wrong? Because I have an accounting degree, I've got an MBA, I worked in the bank, and I worked hard. I thought I'm going to be filthy, stinking rich, and I was filthy and stinking. That's when I realized that I was financially educated. I'm an accountant, right? My account always balanced. Never balanced with something called suspense account because it doesn't balance, right? And I was not rich. Then I found out the difference between financial education and financial intelligence. And what I realized was I was financially educated, but I was not financially intelligent. So today, my talk today is a lot of it got to do with financial intelligence. Before I go to the next topic, I just want to tell you, Bill Gates says this: if you die poor, if you're born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake. I repeat, Bill Gates says, if you're born poor, it's not your mistake because you didn't have a choice. But if you die poor, it's your mistake. So now that you've come for the talk, you know that you can use the things I'm going to share with you to become financially successful. All right. So let me go to the next part of the talk where I'm going to do a financial fitness checkup on you. I'm going to ask you 7 questions. So I hope you got a paper and pen with you. I hope you're writing down a lot of things as I say. So make sure you get a paper. I'll give you 30 seconds. Go and get a paper, pen, or something with you where you can write down. Yeah. I'm going to ask you 7 questions. Now, if you go to a doctor and say, doctor, I'm not feeling well. Doctor, I've got a fever. Doctor, I feel nauseated. The doctor immediately won't take out and give medicine. He'll check your pressure. He'll check your heartbeat. He will check your whatever else he wants to check, right? Before he gives you medicine, or he'll ask you some question. So today you've come for my talk because you want to become financially successful. Obviously, I need to see whether you're financially fit or not to continue, right? So I'm going to ask you 7 questions. Are you ready? I'm going to ask you 7 questions. You must answer yes or no. Is that clear? At the end of the 7, I'm going to ask you to put in the chat box how many of it was yes, how many of it was no. Now, obviously, if the answer is no, you are in financial trouble long term. Yeah? So I want to tell you now. So these are the 7 questions. Huh? First question. Do you save 10% of your salary every month? Repeat. First question. Do you save 10% of your salary every month? No, don't put in the chat box now. Write down all the answers on your own paper until I finish all the 7 questions. Sivasakti, don't put it there. Put it in a paper first until I finish all the 7 questions. Yeah? First question, do you save 10% of your salary? Very, very important that you do that every month. You know, sometimes people say, oh, price of shares drop, but I no money to buy more. Land price drop, no money to buy. Oh, I want to buy land, but because you never saved. You never put aside 10%. You never say. So first question, do you put aside 10% of salary every month? Yeah. Second question, do you have a retirement plan? Do you have a retirement plan? I mean, do you have EPF? Employment Provident Fund, or do you have insurance? I have people today, a lot of people from out of country. Yeah? I've got people from Saudi Arabia today. I've got people from India today. I've got people from Vietnam today. So that's why I'm explaining. Yeah? EPF is Employment Provident Fund. Yeah. So there are, do you have a retirement plan? Second question, do you have a retirement plan, or do you have insurance so that at the age of 55 or 60 you have money? Yes or no? If you don't have, that's not good. Yes. Third question, do you keep track of your expenses every day? Do you keep track of your expenses every day? Don't answer the question in the chat box. Please put it separately and keep it, okay? Please put it separately and keep it. I keep telling you, don't answer in the chat box. I'm going to ask you 7 questions, put it separately. Yeah? Third question, do you pay your installment on time? Hey, sorry. Third question is, do you keep track of your expenses regularly? Now, fourth question, do you pay your installments or debt on time? Do you pay your installments or debt on time? That means you get a credit card, do you pay full? Or you are the type of person who pay 5%, 5%. Do you pay until the bank calls you 3-4 times, then you pay, or you pay on the dot? At the end of the month, credit card is 0, no balance at all, and no payment due, all paid on time. Because that's an attitude, that's a mindset. Yeah. So that's the fourth question. Do you pay all your installments on due time? Number 5, do you budget your expenses monthly? Do you budget yourself? Money coming in, money going out. Do you budget yourself what goes for what? That's the 5th question. 6th question. Now, do you have liquid cash of 6 months of your monthly expenses? Every month you got expenses, correct? Let's say 5,000. Okay, every month 5,000. Do you have 30,000 in saving? Let's say every month you expense 8,000. Do you have 6 times 8, 48,000 saving? If your expense every month is 5,000, 3,000, do you have 18,000 in savings? So do you have 6 months of savings, okay, in liquid cash? And the last question, do you have more than one income? Do you have more than one income, especially passive income? So these are the 7 questions. So for the 7 questions, you need to answer yes or no, okay? And yes means Put a tick. No means, of course, 0. So 7 question, I repeat very quickly. Do you save 10% of your salary every month? Do you have a retirement plan? Do you keep track of expenses every day? Do you pay your debt insurance on time? Do you budget every month and income and expenses accordingly, spend accordingly? Do you have liquid cash for 6 months for your expenses? And do you have more than one income or savings income? So now you can put on your chat box how many of the 7 you have got. Yes, that means you've got 3 years, put 3/7. You've got 7 years, put 7/7. If you have 1 year, put 1/7. So I know how many years you have. I can tell you a lot of people won't have 7/7. A lot of people. 7/7 is 3/7, 2/7, 3/7, 5/7, 3/7, 5/7, 3/7. So a lot of 3/7, 5/7. Huh? So this actually tells me that you need to really relook at your finances and your management of funds. Yeah. And I'm glad you came for my talk today, because I will cover all this today in my talk so that you can go to 7/7. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the next part that I want to talk to you about why it is important for you to know about money, because there's something called the value of money is changing. Yeah. Value of money, or inflation, we call it. Let me touch on that part now. Value of money, inflation. Now, do you know last time only father has to work? Long time ago, mother all don't need to work. Mother can stay home. Then came in a point in time, mother, father, both must work. Others cannot sustain life. Then came in a point in time now, like for example, mother, father, eldest son or eldest daughter must work in order to sustain their expenses. That's very sad, because it clearly shows the value of money has changed. Inflation has created problem. And a lot of people don't realize this is the reason why you need to have more than one source of income. Very important. You need to have more than one source of income, because you are not able to match the inflation. You see, a lot of you, I'm sure you know this, in Malaysia, we have roti canai, right? Do you think the roti canai price will go down? Ever? Do you think the roti canai price will go down? In fact, it was about 50 cents those days. Now it's about $1.80 or $1.50. Do you think, in fact, let me tell you, roti canai price will never go down. The roti canai size will go down. In fact, it is now called roti bomb because it's so small. Do you think the petrol price will go down? No. Do you think the house price will go down? No. So what you need to understand, all of you here, is understand that if all this while you only depend on one income, all this while you thought it's okay and fine, you need to really know that you need to have more than one income, or really need to manage your finances properly. Because this is something many people don't know. Research shows every 10 years, I'm going to calculate 10 years, every 10 years, the salary of an individual goes up by about 33%. That means if 10 years ago somebody earns 2,000 ringgit, now they earn 3,000 ringgit. If 10 years ago somebody earns 5,000 ringgit, now they earn 7,500 ringgit. So which means every 10 years, the salary goes up by 33%. But what people don't realize is every 10 years, the price of products will go 100%. Roti canai was 50 cents 10 years ago. Now it is $1. House that cost 200,000 then, now it's 400,000. Anything. So what do you need to understand? Why is there inflation a problem? Because every 10 years, income goes up by 33%, but price of products and services goes up by 100%. This is another reason why you need to manage your money properly. You need to save money. You need to look at other sources of income. Very important. Yeah. So I'm going to talk to you today about financial habits and how do we define wealth and all. But before that, I want to talk to you something called about myth of wealth. Myth. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about myth. Myth means not true lah, but people tend to think that way lah. Not myth, because sometimes when I talk to people about money, they say, "Wala, Mr. Karthi or Dr. Karthi always talk about money only. Always talk about money only. You must think about God as well, is it not?" So I want to tell you the four myths I have. Yeah. Number one, sometimes people say when you think about money, you are going into pride and materialism. I mean, you are very proud and very, not necessarily. A lot of rich people are very good people. There are people who are rich where their nose is very high and they're very materialistic. But many rich people are good people. So just because of that, do not say I'm not interested to look. Number one. Number two, many people say making money is a luck. If your astrology, if your luck is not there, if you don't know people, you don't have cable to pull, you cannot make money. No. See, luck is a 4-letter word. L-U-C-K is 4-letter word, right? Luck. But Pray, pray is also 4-letter word. So if you actually think about luck, but if you also pray and you have HOPE, another 4-letter word, you will find that you will be able to become successful. So I have become successful not because of luck. I became successful because I prayed for opportunities. I got opportunities. I was at the right time at the right place, and then I made up took the opportunity to become successful. Third myth, people say I don't want to be. Let me government are now government giving so many things like BRIM, SRIM, GRIM, whatever lah. So some people say never mind lah. I think the government will give us money lah. It's okay lah. I no need to work so hard. Now let me tell you something. You need to work hard for the sake of your children and your family. Yeah. So that's all. Okay. Last one I want to tell you about myth. A lot of people tend to think that what do you call it? You need to have this. The star and the moon must be in the right place to become rich, or you must be born rich, like I told you earlier. Again, but what you need to understand is actually being abundant is your birthright. Your birthright to be abundant. When you're born in this life, it's your birthright. You just need to know how to make it happen. So your birthright is to make money. So I need you to know these are the 4 myths people have. Oh, if you are too rich, you are proud and materialistic. Not true. You need to have luck because you want to be rich. Not true. The government will support you. Not true. You need to support yourself. Charity begins at home. And the last one, they say you need to be born. I already told you, I was not born rich, but I decided to become rich. I decided I'm going to work towards becoming rich. Yeah. So these are the reasons why sometimes people think, oh, being want to be rich is not so relevant, But it is true. Okay. Now I want to now talk to you about what is wealth now. What is wealth? Okay. So later just now we talked about the myth about wealth. Now we talk about the truth about wealth. A big car, big house, a lot of jewelry, a lot of money. So let me ask you a question before I answer that question. How do you define wealth? How do you define a wealthy person? How do you define a wealthy person? Come, I'll tell you 3 things. 3 truths about wealth. I'm going to tell you today. It will be shocking for some of you, but let me tell you 3 truths about wealth from my research. Okay, how do you define wealth? How do you know somebody is wealthy? Come, share with me, you guys. Every now and then I want to take water. I will ask you a question. Okay. Hey, okay, I'm not saying any answers. Everybody's still with me. How do you define a wealthy person? Come, tell me. What do you look forward for you to say somebody is wealthy? Yeah, how? Mary, how do you know somebody is successful? Mary, be more specific. Sivasakti, appearance. You say somebody appear successful, me? Wow. A lot of people pakai baju pie kardin makan balirum makan sardin. iPad. I told you please change your name lah. Don't call yourself iPad lah. Change your name. Say financial freedom. How do you know? I'm saying, how do you know somebody is wealthy? You're not telling me. Balakrishnan says afford luxuries. Yeah, Nirmala, correct. We always look at the car and the house, correct. Mohan says excess money after completing all. How do you know, Mohan? You see, what I'm trying to say, I understand your answers. But what I'm saying is, how do you know? When you look at somebody, how do you know? How do you know they're rich? The way they show up. Oh, Marianne, the way they show up. How? Sangeeta says big house, big car, big business, good business. Okay. Good business could also mean good debt. A lot of people go hutang, not hutang sekeliling pinggang. Now hutang seluruh badan. Luxurious lifestyle. Yeah, Sri, like I told you. Yeah. So anyway, let me tell you the truth about wealth. Let me tell you the truth about wealth. Okay. This is what I'm going to give you 3. Okay. Somebody says joyful personality. What is that? Let me see something successful. No, hold on. Joyful personality. No, not perturbed by physicality. Wow. Okay. A lot of poor people, the beggars on the street are very joyful. A lot of people because they have no care at all. Must be careful. Prognosis, freedom, family, health, education. Okay. No mind. Okay. Prakasi time and okay. Let me tell you 3 truths. Okay. Let me now tell you the 3 truths about wealth you need to understand. Number one. Wealth is a process, not a destination. Wealth is a process, not a destination. Please remember that. What do I mean by that? Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. A and B. Okay, A and B. A earns 7,000 ringgit. B earns 5,000 ringgit. In your opinion, who is rich? A earns 7,000 ringgit. B earns 5,000 ringgit. In your opinion, who is rich? Come on, there are 59 of you here. I'm sure you can share with me. A earns 7,000 ringgit, B earns 5,000 ringgit. Who is rich? A lot of you say A. See, this is what I mean. Truth is a process, not a destination. So you have now said A is rich because A is 7,000. But let me tell you the truth. Okay, this is where you need to know. A spends he earns 7,000, but he spends 7,500 ringgit every month. B earns 5,000, but he only spends 4,800 every month. I repeat, A earns 7,000, spends 7,500 because of credit card and personal loan. B earns 5,000, but only spends 4,800. Now, you tell me now, A is rich or B is rich? You see, immediately you see all of you switch to B already, right? So it is very important for you to understand, never judge people by what they have. What they have. You need to know the process. Okay, another question. A drives BMW. B drives Malaysian Myvi, small car, like a mini car, small car, Myvi. A drives BMW, B drives Myvi. Okay, Myvi is a Malaysian car for those who do not know, small car. Who is rich, A or B? Okay, A drives a BMW. Now very smart. Some of you already B. Some of you still say A is richer. Some of you say B. Again, remember what I told you. The first truth of wealth. First truth of wealth. Wealth is a process, not a destination. Because I didn't tell you this. A has a BMW, but he owes the bank 250,000. B owns a Myvi, but fully paid for, no debts at all. Now, I want to ask you, A has got 250,000 debt. B has no debt at all. Now, who is rich? Automatically, the answer will be B, because B has no debt. You see? So, first thing about wealth you need to understand, my friend, don't be, when you see somebody with a big car or a big house, I'm happy for them, and you should be happy for them, and admire them. Think about one day being there. But understand that having a big car or having a big house or having a big salary doesn't mean people are wealthy. Okay? First truth. Second truth, according to Kiyosaki, which I believe a lot, is how do you define wealth? Remember, I told you 3 truths about wealth. Number 1, wealth is a process, not a destination. Number 2, wealth is depending on how long can you survive if you lose your job today or lose your income today. So now, all of you work, right? Or all of you do something to make money. I know maybe some of you are very rich, you don't work, okay? Maybe you're already retired. But generally, a lot of people work. Why? Because you got expenses. You got monthly expenses. Now, what Robert Kiyosaki says is, wealthy person is someone, if they lose the job today, they can still survive. In fact, he goes on to explain, if you lose your job today, if you are broke within 1 month, you are very, very poor. It doesn't matter whether your salary is 25,000, 35,000, or 100,000 a month, or 2,000 a month. But if you lose your job and you don't have money to survive more than 1 month, you are broke. You are gone. Finish. Now, if you can survive for 3 to 6 months, you lose your job, there's no income, you can survive for 3 to 6 months. Good. At least you can stay afloat. If you can stay afloat for 6 months to a year, fantastic. Because you can look for another job, you look for other sources of income, you can stay afloat, even if you lose your job. Still okay. So you see, the wealth differs. But if you can say survive 2 years without a salary, 2 years, that means you lose your income, no money, 2 years you can survive. If 2 years you can survive, you are wealthy because you can survive. That means you got other source of income, you got savings, you probably know about passive income. But if you can survive more than 5 years without a fixed income, without a job, you are ultra wealthy, ultra rich. That's a goal we should all go for. You should be ultra rich. So don't keep thinking about big car. One day I'm going to have a big car. One day I'm going to have a big house. One day I'm going to have a big wife. One day I'm going to have a lot of jewelry. One day, listen, my friends, this is the biggest policy you have. I've met people in big cars, but they are not really rich. Okay, you can buy a lot of things nowadays in credit card, and credit card is not good. So I need you to know that the first truth about wealth, like I mentioned to you just now, is basically wealth is a process, not a destination. Number 2, how long can you survive if you lose your job? And the third way to define wealth, this is the most exciting one. A lot of people don't know this. I'm an accountant, and when I was in the university, I also didn't know this. But now I know. Now I know. The wealthy people are people where their wealth ratio is more than 1. I repeat, write down. Wealthy people are people where their wealth ratio is more than 1. Okay, wealth ratio is more than 1. Now, what is a wealth ratio? Wealth ratio is passive income divided by expenses. Passive income divided by expenses. Now, for example, I retired at the age of 40. Okay, I'm 61 now, retired at the age of 40. The reason I was able to retire, not because I had millions of dollars, because when at the age of 40, my expenses were about say 8,000 ringgit at that time. But I was making passive income, which is more than 8,000. Now, passive income is not your fixed working income. Passive income is you make money from rental, you make money from investment, you make money from your fixed deposit, you make money from different businesses. So these are all called passive income. And my passive income was more than 8,000. My expense 8,000, my passive income more than 8,000. So 10,000. So now my wealth ratio is more than 1. Now, when your wealth ratio is more than 1, according to Kiyosaki, you're rich. Why? You don't have to work for anybody. You don't have to work for anybody. I want to ask you, how many of you don't like your job? Come, let's see. How many of you don't like your job? You put there me, if you don't like your job. Those of you who don't like your job. I mean, don't put the answer if your boss is also watching, but otherwise, those of you who don't like your job, can you put there me, if you don't like your job? I mean, wow. Okay, I got only one honest person. What about the rest of you not honest at all? Anybody else? I'm sure a lot of people tell me they don't like their job. Anybody else who don't like their job? Oh, okay. If the rest of you never put your answer, I believe you love your job. I bless you. And I hope God will continue to keep you in the job. Now I want to ask you again. How many of you don't like your job? Please put down. Me. So Mary says she don't like her job. Okay. Balakrishnan says I enjoy my job. Okay, good, Bala. I'm happy for you. Mary, you say you don't like job. But Mary, if I say don't go to work tomorrow, would you still go to work? I'm sure she will. Why? Because she got expenses. See, a lot of people don't like their job. Wow, I got a different crowd today. People like the job. Normally, I will always get people who say, I don't like my job, I don't like my job, I don't like my job. This one, I love my job. Bless you, Mary. Bless you, Bala. Okay. Anyway, what I was trying to tell you is this. Wealth ratio must be more than 1. Wealth ratio is passive income divided by expenses. That is how I define. So when I meet people, actually, honestly, this is what I do. When I meet people, I meet a lot of people sometimes ask me, Mr. Karthi, what car you drive? Mr. Karthi, where do you live? For me, when I talk to people, if I want to be able to be judgmental, I will ask them, can I know what's your wealth ratio? They'll say, what do you mean by wealth ratio? Because most people don't know. If they don't know their wealth ratio, then I know they do not know how to define wealth. So my definition of wealth is passive income more than expenses. So one of the big topic today is how to make passive income. So I'll cover that later. Is that clear? All right. Now, the next part. Okay. So now I've already talked about myth about wealth, truth about wealth. So you know now what's the truth about wealth. Okay. So I've done this talk many times, many years now. Okay. Many times. And many people have come for my talk and all, and then still some of them have not changed. You know why? Because there are 5 mistakes they make in their life. 5 mistakes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk to you about the 5 mistakes people make in their life that will cost them financially. 5 mistakes. Number 1, first mistake people make is they don't start early. They don't start. They wait. They graduate and they say, wait lah, now only just graduated, got salary, enjoy life lah. Then they get married. Wow, okay lah, get married, got 2 salary, wait lah. Then children come along, expensive. They never start. So please start early. Please start saving. Please start investing. Please start early. Start early. First mistake people make is they don't start early. Second mistake, people don't plan. Okay, money come, money goes. Money come, money go. People don't financially plan. They don't budget. They don't plan, which is very dangerous. Second mistake people make. They need to plan. When money comes, how does it go? I'll teach you how to do it shortly. Yeah, but I'm telling you the mistake people make. Number 3, people don't keep a record. Very important. Have you heard of this saying? What do you call it? Don't give a garland to a monkey. That means don't give flower to a monkey. Why? The monkey don't know what to do, right? Now, if you never keep record, you don't keep record of why would God give you money? Why would the universe give you money? You don't know how to spend money, right? You just, anything come, you spend. Anything come, spend. Anything come. This is what I know about divinity. Divine won't give you money. Mahalakshmi won't give you money if you don't have proper record. So if you start organizing yourself, which I'll tell you in the next part, 5 habits you must follow. If you follow the 5 habits, money will come like crazy. But you must start the 5 habits. So the Third mistake people make is they don't keep record. They don't keep record. Fourth mistake people make, they always go for high interest debt. High interest debt, like for example, they go for credit card, very dangerous. Personal loan, very dangerous. The lowest interest debt is actually housing loan, okay, lowest interest debt, and car loan. But people will go for personal loan and credit card. And easy to get. You go to any shopping center, you got payslip, you can get credit card. You go to any shopping center, you got payslip, you can get what do you call it? Personal loan. But these two are very dangerous. Not only that, you go and buy a car, then you ask the salesman, how long we must have pay for the car? The salesman say, you can pay for 7 years, you know. And you say, oh, 7 years only, yeah. Can I pay for 9 years or 11 years? That is dangerous because you are asking to pay for a longer period at a shorter payment. What you should do is, when you go and buy a car, the salesman says, you can pay up to 9 years. And you say, no, I want to pay in 5 years. That means you go for higher installment. Don't go for high debt loan, because when you go high interest debt, you are in trouble. So look for installment. So if you want to buy a house and you are 30 years old, and the bank says, oh, you can pay for 30 years. And you say, no, I want to pay in 20 years. Pay a higher installment. Because then you will be able to, pay faster and you can manage it. Fifth mistake people make, they follow the masses. What do you mean by follow masses? Everybody do this, you do this. Everybody go crypto, you go crypto. Everybody buy share, you buy share. Everybody go mutual fund, you go mutual fund. Everybody go buy stock, you buy stock. Everybody buy gold, you buy gold. Everybody buy silver. And most of this knowledge comes from where? Your morning coffee talk at your work environment. Your people who work with you, who are also poor like you, maybe, or also not financially educated like you. I'm not saying they're poor, maybe they're very rich, right? Don't get me wrong, yeah. Don't mean any offense, yeah. But if you are working with people, because I worked in bank before. Every morning we used to talk about many things, okay. Then afternoon we talk about many things. But the top things we talk about is almost the same thing. The evening we talk about it. Then the next day we talk and to confirm what we talked yesterday, and it goes on. And many of these people are complaining about your work. Many people are complaining about finances. Many people are complaining about your life. So very important is fifth mistake people make is they follow the masses. That means they do what everybody else does, and that's dangerous. Because you must remember, out of who, majority rich or minority rich? Minority are rich. Majority are millionaires and minority are millionaires. Minority are millionaires. Majority live in big houses or minority? Minority. Majority drive BMW or minority? Minority. So you need to understand, I'm not saying don't follow, I'm saying investigate, learn, read, and then follow the people who can guide you. Okay? And for you to know, if you don't have anybody to guide you, let me go to the next part where I will teach you 5 habits you must follow in order to become successful. 5 habits. So this is very important. I've covered about 4 myths about wealth. I've talked about the 3 truths about wealth. I've talked about 5 mistakes people make about wealth, about what their life. And now I'll talk to you about 5 habits you must follow in your life in order for you to become successful. There are 5 habits. Yeah? First habit. If you have not been writing so far, just listening to me, I hope now you take out a paper and write down 5 habits. First habit. Do it for 3 months. 3 months. Next 3 months, do it. Write down all your expenses for 3 months. For the next 3 months, write down all your expenses for the next 3 months. Do that. Okay, very, 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 very important. Because number one, remember I told you just now, you don't give garlands to monkey, right? God won't give you money if you are not careful. But the moment you start writing down your expenses, money will come. Money will come from all directions. Because you are now becoming diligent, you are now becoming careful. God knows, or divinity knows, since you're careful, I give you. So number one, write down your expense every day for 3 months, at least 3 months. Why 3 months? Because then you get into a habit. Number two, because of the expenses you're writing, now create budget, monthly budget, how you're going to pay, what expense you're going to pay, how much you're going to pay. Okay, very important that from your expenses, because when you write down the expenses, you know how you waste money. From right now, when you say you eat out a lot, or you use Grab a lot, you spend too much of money on watching movies, or you're spending too much of money on internet, or you're spending too much of money on many other things. So number 2 habit is create a budget. So work on a monthly planning and a budget so that you get into the point where, remember I told you the guy who earns 5,000 only spends 4,800. Work like that. Work on that basis. Yeah. Always work within your means of income. Okay. Number 3. Okay. Consider higher installment for debt. So starting from now, whenever I told you already this one, but this is a habit you need to know. Whenever you go and buy any house or a car, whatever, try to pay higher installments. Try to pay higher. That means if you buy a Myvi, a small car, they say, oh, monthly you pay 300 ringgit only, because 11 years you can pay or 9 years you can pay. Say, no, I want to pay in 5 years and pay 700. If you buy a house, they say, oh, you can pay 800 ringgit, if you pay for the next 30 years. They say, no, I want to pay 20 years and pay 1,500. Pay higher. Initially, very, very difficult. When you pay higher income, initially very difficult. But once you get used to it, you'll be okay. So always look for higher installment to pay. That's third one. So number 1, write down your expenses every day. Number 2, create a monthly budget. Number 3, increase higher installments. And number 4, every time you get income, divide them into 5 jars. I repeat, very important. Every time you get income, any income, your salary, your business income, ang pao, any money that comes to you, divide them into 5 areas. I repeat, 60%. These are the 5 areas. 60% for necessary expenses. Your house bill, your utilities, your food, your rental, everything. 60%. 10% goes for investment. 10% investment. 10% savings. 10% for you to have fun, play and fun. I call it play and fun. And 10% for charity. I repeat, salary comes out of your salary. So if your salary is, say, 10,000 ringgit, your salary is 10,000 ringgit, only 6,000 must be spent for household expenses. Only 6,000. Household, rental, everything. So live within the means. 1,000, which is 10%, put aside for savings. Remember, you need to have extra cash so that when the time comes, you can buy things and all. Another 10% invest. Invest in FD, invest in mutual fund, insurance, in any other investments you want to invest. Another 10%. Put aside for play and fun. Of course, you don't love work. Age of 60, you have money to enjoy, then you're sick already, right? So enjoy life as you go along. If you put 1,000 a month, in 6 months, you got 6,000, go take a holiday to Bali, take a holiday to Bangkok, take a family for a holiday. Do it. So put aside now itself, every month, certain amount for play. Talk to your children, talk to your spouse and say, I'm putting aside this money. 6 months from today, we go to Genting Highland for a holiday. 6 months today, we're going to go because you have some money to save and enjoy that life because life is to be enjoyed. Okay? And the last 10% is for charity. So I repeat, fourth habit, your income that you get, divide into 5 areas. 60% for your expenses, 10% for investment, 10% for savings or emergencies, 10% for play and fun, and 10% is for charity. So very important, 10% keep for charity. Charity is something I already know. Now, assuming you cannot live within 60% of income, if your income has to spend 80%, let's say salary is 10,000, but you need to spend 80% because your family is big or expenses are big, okay, fine. 80% for your salary, your necessity, but 5% for investment, 5% for saving, 5% for play, and 5% for charity. Very important, you must do that. Okay? That's the fourth habit. Fifth habit, starting today. Start looking for passive income. I'll tell you who makes passive income shortly, but start looking at passive. Always start thinking passive income. Only when you're thinking income will come. Passive income. Who makes passive income? People who do MLM business make passive income. Okay? Because they got a lot of downlines and when the purchase is done, they make money. Insurance agents who have got a lot of insurance under them make passive income. Even when policy income is paid, they make passive income. People who do mutual fund make passive income. People who put FD make interest income, passive income. People who have got property for rental, they make passive income. So there are different types of passive income, but start thinking of passive income. So 5 habits, all of you must have 5 habits. Number 1, write down expenses for the next 3 months every day. Number 2, create monthly budget. Number 3, increase your installment for monthly payments. Number 4, divide your income into 5 jars. Number 5, look for passive income. Are we clear so far? Okay. Now I will have a Q&A later on, but let me continue. Yeah. Okay. Let me continue, and then you can ask for any questions here. Okay. Now, if you want to know how to make passive income, let me just share with you how to make passive income. Okay. I think you need to know that. So, that's the next part I want to talk about. Passive income. Who makes passive income? Now, who makes passive income? That's the question. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, in case you do not know, he wrote a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. He also wrote a book called Cash Flow Quadrant. And he says all of us are divided into 4 categories in the 4 quadrant. He says E category, employees; S category, self-employed; B categories are business owners; I category are investors. I repeat, I divide into 4. E category are employees, self-employed, business owners, and investors. Now, this is what he says. Those people who are employees and self-employed, they make active income because they have to work for the money. They have to open the restaurant to make money. They have to open the laundry to make money. They open the mini market to make money. People are employed to work for. Now, 95% of people in the world are there. 95% of people in the world are there. Only 5% of income is there. That's why people who work, other people's salary always not enough. Self-employed people, not everybody is rich, because 95% of population is there, but only 5% of income is there. Now, the other side of the quadrant, where you've got business owners and then you've got investors. There are only 5% of people in the world who are business owners and investors, but 95% of income is this area. This area. That is why he says people who are in the B quadrant and the I quadrant make passive income. So what you need to understand is what I did. I worked in Bank Negara, employment. I started my own training company, self-employed. And I said, Allama, Robert Kiyosaki says, I need to change. So I went and started business. So I did insurance, I did mutual fund, I did direct selling, I did network marketing. I into many businesses because I wanted to do investment, but I didn't have money to do investment. So I went into different businesses to make passive income in order for you to do, investment. So if you want to make investment, if you have money, I'm fine, but a lot of people don't have money, right? So you need to go into businesses. That's the reason why a lot of people do business like insurance or direct selling or MLM or mutual fund or unit. I respect them a lot. You know why? It's not easy, but they are very smart because they know that is how you make passive income. So it is very important for you to understand what Robert Kiyosaki says. You must change quadrant to make passive income. Very important, very, very important. Okay. Now, next topic, I want to give you an example, but still on passive income. Let me give you an example. Let me give you, okay, maybe I'll ask you a question first. How many of you want to make 10,000 ringgit passive income every month? Put in the chat box, yes. How many of you want to make 10,000 ringgit passive income? Okay, every month. If you want to make 10,000 ringgit every month. So I'm going to give you an example how to make passive income. Okay, 10,000 ringgit every month. Wow, okay. So a lot of people are answering, very, very good. Okay, so not everybody, but a lot of people are answering. Okay, you want to make 10,000 ringgit every month, Okay, let me tell you the different ways to make passive income so you understand. Okay, so if you want 10,000 ringgit, first passive income is rental income. Rental from houses, rental. Okay, let me explain to you the pros and the cons about it. If you want to make 10,000 ringgit every month rental, you need 10 houses. You need 10 houses fully paid for. Now, if one house costs you 500,000, 10 houses cost you 5 million. So which means you need 5 million ringgit to make 10,000 ringgit rental income. I repeat, if 1,000 ringgit rental you can get from 10 houses, if each house costs you 500,000, you need 10 houses, you need 5 million. See, this is the reason why many people say, wait, I want to rent property. Hello, Kevin, money got or not? Because you need to have the money to buy the property, first way. So obviously, this is why investment is not easy. Second way, fixed deposit interest. Fixed deposit. Let's say you make fixed deposit interest. You make money from fixed deposit. You say, wow, very good idea. Fixed deposit. Very good. I can make money. Very good. But currently, the interest rate is about 2.5% or 3%. About 2.5%, 2.5%. FD rate, 2.5%. If FD rate is 2.5%, to make 10,000 every month, you need 4.8 million in the bank. 4.8 million ringgit in the bank. If you have 4.8 million ringgit in the bank, you make 10,000 ringgit every month. 4.8 million ringgit, So again, the problem is we have money. Third option. Don't worry, I'm not dissuading you. I'm just giving you the option. Third option. You can make passive income if you go into franchise business, like say Old Town White Coffee, you buy a smart reader, you go into Papa Rich used to be there, but now no more already. Any other franchise, Secret Recipe, McDonald's. McDonald's is very expensive. But all these franchises are very expensive. McDonald's is 2.5 million, Secret Recipe is 1 million, Old Town White Coffee is 1 million. So if you have that money, you can go into a franchise business, because franchise business will give you passive income, because everything is set for you. You make passive income. Again, you need capital. So you will say, oh my God, Mr. Karthi, everything need money, man. So what if I don't have money? If you don't have money, then your options are limited now. Where, number one, if you don't have money, that means you got capital, you go to rental, you go to property, you go to fixed deposit, or you go into franchise. But if you don't have money, okay, if you don't have money, then what do? Insurance. Okay, do insurance business, because you don't need money. You just need to have a bit of thick skin, go out there, and the heart to help people and do it. You can do mutual fund. Go out there, talk to people about investment, get people to join in, and you make passive. Or what I did, I went into network marketing. I made a lot of money. I make a lot of passive income, because I've got business in 14 countries now, all on network marketing, online business. By the way, this Friday, I'm going to do a talk about online business. I'll tell you the details later. If you want to come, you can come and listen to my talk for free about how to make money online. Yeah. So that is what I did. Also, if you want to make money, you can also do make money through your expertise. Let's say if you're a TikTok influencer, you can make passive income. If you're a YouTuber, you can make passive income. You've got knowledge to share, like the way I'm sharing with you, you've got a lot of knowledge to share. You can come out with TikTok reels, you come out YouTube, and you can also make passive income. Again, I can coach you, or maybe you WhatsApp Miss Lenny later, and then I will see whether I can guide you on how you can make passive income. But these are options here. Is that clear? I want to finish up the talk today before I open up a question by telling you the 3 mindset that you must have to become rich. 3 mindsets, okay? 3 mindsets. Very important mindset you must have in order to become rich. 3 mindset that rich people have. Now, what I'm going to share with you is taken from a book called the Millionaire Mind. It's called The Mindset of a Millionaire, okay? By T. Harv Eker. His name is T. Harv Eker. He actually talks about 17 types of mindset you must have, but I'm going to share with you 3 so that you buy the book and read the rest of it. Yeah? 3 mindset, which I think are very important. 3 mindset for you to become rich. Mindset number 1. Mindset number 1. Rich people always look at opportunities. Poor people always look at obstacles. I repeat, rich people, when they see a business, okay, let's try this. There's an okay, let's try that. Rich people are like that. Poor people, no lah, not so easy lah. Not like Mr. Karthi said, not so easy lah. Poor people always got obstacles on, Like today, why people never come? Ayo, 9 o'clock, so late, man. Don't want lah. You understand? People got obstacles. Lenny, sometimes we have training in the morning. They say, ayo, why in the morning? I wish I can come in the afternoon. We do training in the afternoon. Ayo, why in the afternoon? I wish I can come in the morning. I do training in PJ. Ayo, why PJ? If KL will come. If I do training in KL, ayo, why KL? If PJ will come. Ayo, these people always have got obstacles on it. You understand, Anna? So the rich people, they will find way to look at the opportunity and make money. So first mindset, have a opportunity mindset. Open up. Anything comes, go and check it out. Anybody calls you, hey, I have a business. Okay, come, let's meet up. Don't immediately, no interest lah. Cannot be so easy lah. Difficult lah. So I call people and say, hey, I got some investment. Cannot lah, Mr. Karthi. I don't think so easy lah. See, they don't even know what I'm talking about. So the rich people, they are open up to opportunities. The poor people always look at obstacles. First mindset. Second mindset. The rich people, they continuously learn. Today I've got 2 or 3 datos who are listening to me. They're all millionaires. And they're listening to me today because their mindset is, in fact, I was talking to one of the datos just now. I said, Dato, why you want to take my talk? He said, Karthi, I'm still learning. This is the mindset of a rich person. Mindset of a rich person is, I want to learn. I want to learn. I want to learn. I want to learn. And when this Dato was doing a talk recently, I wanted to go and learn because I have that mindset. I want to go and learn. I want to go and learn. I want to go and learn. But you know what the poor people do or not? They know everything. Like when you saw the, what Mr. Karthi going to talk? I know everything. Lenny, people will tell, what is Mr. Karthi going to tell? My staff Lenny will get called. She say, come and listen to Mr. Karthi. I know everything. See, poor people, they think they know everything. Rich people, every opportunity, learn. Okay, you want to invest in gold. Go and read up about gold. You want to invest in property. Go and read about property. You understand or not? See, rich people are the type who won't listen to people. They will go and learn. That is what mindset of a rich person is. Yeah. Third mindset. Very, very important mindset. Third one. Rich people always admire rich people. Poor people resent and criticize rich people. Let me tell you about poor people. mindset. I'm talking about mind. I'm not talking about you or me. I'm talking about people with mindset. Poor people with mindset is when they see somebody BMW, oh, look at him. He's driving. I'm sure he took a lot of bribery. I'm sure he found a wrong way to do it. Or what for BMW? You know how expensive or not the petrol is. You know how expensive the tires are now. You know, BMW, one scratch is, you know how much you got to. See, they always criticize it. Now, this is the problem. When you always criticize, somebody, you see somebody in a big bungalow house. Oh, no, no, no. You stay in a bungalow house. You know how much electricity you must pay now. You know how many maids you need to have now. No, no, no. I will never stay. Like, you know, robbers will come, you know. I don't want to stay. You know, I don't want swimming pool, you know, after my children. See, they always criticize. Now, when you criticize rich people and you criticize, oh, why travel first class? Huh? When you can save money by going economy, you criticize. Huh? When the money is there with you, you will not become rich. Why? Because you have already created that scarcity mindset. That's why when you see someone rich, you say, wow, look at the BMW. You know what? One day I'll drive that. Wow, country heights, Kajan. Look at the house. My God, one day I live in a house like that. Wow, you travel first class. Oh, my goodness. I love it. One day I'll travel like you. Or you see somebody with jewelry. Wow, my goodness. One day I'll have jewelry. Admire rich people. Then money will come because you are respectful. You want it to come, it will come. But the moment you criticize your mindset, because your mind will pick it up and say, oh, you don't like BMW. Oh, you don't like bungalow. Oh, you don't like rich people. Money won't come. That's called scarcity mindset. So this mindset is very, very, very important for you to understand. So this is just in the gist of it. I just want you to know that if you really, all of you want to know more, you really need to go to my YouTube channel or you go to my TikTok and check it out. But I want to open up for questions. So see whether you guys have got questions for me. Any questions, please put in the chat box so I can answer these questions. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right. Anybody's got any questions, please put in the chat box if you want, so I can answer some questions. Okay, or any questions? Okay, no questions yet. Okay, so I will put on, now I did tell you this while waiting for the question, let me tell you. I have an online session on Friday, this Friday, yeah? This Friday I have an online session. Please, later there's an evaluation form. In the evaluation form, fill up and say you want to come for my talk. You please put it now. I will talk to you about my online business. In my online business, I'll tell you how to make a 5-figure income, which is about 10,000 ringgit in the next 5 months. So which means we are now in June, right? I mean May, June, July, August, September. So by October, you can make about 10,000 ringgit a month. How do you do it online? Startup cost is less than 100 ringgit. Or about 100 ringgit is startup, but you need to develop a network of consumers, which I'll teach you how to do it. So I'll teach you how to become I've created a proven business system. I will do the mentoring. You can make 10,000 in a month. So this is on Friday at 9 p.m. Put it in the evaluation form. Okay, this is a Google form. So you please take a picture, fill up the Google form. In that, there's a question. Would you be interested in my talk? Put a yes. Then Lenny will send you the link. Okay, Lenny will send you the link for you to attend the Friday talk. So come to do this. So I will let's see whether any questions are there. Lenny, Ms. Lenny has also put in the Google link form on the chat box. You can also click on the Google link, or you can also take a picture of this. Okay, this is the scan, QR code, and fill up. Can you take a minute to fill up the evaluation form, please? And fill it up, okay? I teach other things called Ho'oponopono. I teach law of attraction, okay? So you can actually join in any of my programs. I'm still waiting to see whether there are any questions. Please put down if there are any questions. If no questions, you are happy with my talk, just put that 369, 369, 369, 369. At least I know you are appreciative, okay? Oh, sorry. By the way, if you want to go into my YouTube channel, just look for Dr. Karthigesu Sivalingam. If you want to go into my TikTok, look at Dr. Karthi Official. You can go into my TikTok channel and check it out. And then, of course, for those of you who do not know Ms. Lenny's number, you please take a picture of this so you know. And I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to see whether there are any questions. If no questions, just try to. Thank you so much. Yeah, wow, so nice. A lot of 369. Any questions, anyone? If no questions, I'm going to just wait for 1 minute. For those who want to fill up the evaluation form, fill up the evaluation form, okay, the Google form. I'm going to hand you to Lenny shortly. I hope for those of you who want to know how to make money, how to make passive income, come on Friday. Is that clear? On Friday, I'll talk to you about how to make passive income. Okay, I don't think there are any questions. So, Lenny, back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Karthi, and thank you all joining us today. So, as Doctor say, please help us to fill up the form. Yeah, if you didn't get the link, you can text me. Okay, and if you have any queries or any question, you can always liaise with me. And take care. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Have a great weekend ahead, week ahead. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mohan. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Thanks, Lenny.